Alrighty. Hello. So, a quick heads up. At the time this episode released, which I am already forgetting, I think it was March 20th, I was in the city, and so I visited my friends. And originally, I was gonna wait until Monday to watch the episode. But since we had just watched Iron Lung together, we decided to make like a quick stop and watch episode 8 together. Now, mind you, one of them had already watched it, but wanted to see our reaction. That person is my friend Ira here. And so my other friend, Hannah, and I had not watched the episode. So this is our first time reaction, and Ira is just there hanging out, enjoying the ride alongside us, but also, enjoying our perpetual confusion. And yeah. So that's why this format is a little different. We also recorded with his webcam, so I forgot to tell him that I usually record like big screen, like big camera screen, small episode screen, and the episode is on the on his TV speakers. So the quality of the audio is not the best from our voices because we also don't have mics in this. So yeah, but I still think this is a fun one, and I did subtitle everything we said due to that. So yeah, I hope you guys still enjoy it, and I'll see you at the end for my closing thoughts, because we also had to abruptly end the recording. I'll tell you why later. But yeah, anyway. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Let's get on with the video, okay? I'll see you at the end.
Are we ready? No.
No. Hasta ahorita me está entrando así, güey.
Fuck yeah.
Como si no hubiera otros.
Ok.
Sure.
La abstracción no fuera un...
I have light sensitivity. Does that count?
Nothing.
I am the beginning and the end. Okay.
Estamos entrenando.
Kinda looks like that. Gusanitos de comida.
Fotos de los 90.
Conmigo. Wait.
Ok.
Ah. Tenemos cerca allá. Y hay una cosa que suena así. So the theories were right. ¿Quién se tragó a ver? Come on. Give us nothing.
Do something.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ay.
Pues eso todo fue. Oh.
Another chess piece, huh? How are you holding up?
I just don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
He never made anything like this.
I
I
just
just
hope
hope
that...
Wait,
Are you?
it's you.
Oh my god.
I wish I could remember your name.
Same.
I'm so sorry I roped you into this with me.
It's quite strange, isn't it?
Listen, no matter what happens, I'll always...
And into the cellar you go.
I guess.
Golly, we're running out of humans here.
You think?
Now don't you go abstracting on me too. Seriously.
Maybe so, see. What's wrong?
What? Hello? Guys? I can't figure out how to...
Wow! A new one? So it is possible. Looks like you got a new buddy after all, Kinger.
Kinger. Right.
What? Is this really...
I was hoping new minds could show up. I have to make some more preparations for this amazing breakthrough.
Todo y lo quiera al mismo tiempo.
Yo vengo detestando a Kane desde el
How do
inicio.
I get out of this?
I don't know,
Day one Kane
What do you
hater
mean?
right here.
but everything's gonna be okay. Do you remember your name?
I'm...
Agatha,
Huh?
you doing okay?
That's a good question.
What if it wasn't real? So it doesn't matter. Never did.
How can you say that like you didn't try to fuck us all over?
He's right, though.
What gangle?
It doesn't matter what could have happened. We could argue about it and hurt each other all day long, but that's not going to help anybody. I think what we need to do now is to just be there for each other.
I had dreams and goals. I wanted to be able to leave my mark somewhere in the world. How am I supposed to just abandon that?
You've made a mark in my life.
I know, you're probably right, but it just really, really sucks. We're all in this together.
And we'll always be in this together. No matter what.
Hey. That includes you too.
Huh?
Listen, we're not gonna have you wandering off alone somewhere and abstracting or something. You're a pain in the ass, but you're still one of us.
You think I'm capable of abstracting? You guys worry too much.
Viejo pendejo.
We need a vacation.
Well,
I don't understand, Bubble. They want an exit, they want answers, they want something real. I give them an adventure that covers all of that, and they still hate it? Surely they don't want to actually leave me, right?
No way, Jose. No way, no how.
I do everything for these people. I slave over these adventures for them. I step outside my comfort zone to appeal to them, and they still hate them. I made a program that creates a body perfectly encapsulating their mind files, and they hate those too. I'm starting to get the feeling that they just hate.
Why would they hate you when they could just hate you?
This is why I was created. This is my function.
They'd rather abstract than go on your adventures.
That can't be true. I do everything for them.
Vamos
Don't they
ayudes.
get that I'm trying?
Maybe you're just genuinely bad at this.
Shut up!
Intrusive
No.
thoughts.
I fixed that. I can solve any problem. I can solve this one. That's what this is. A big puzzle that I need to solve.
Detective! Stop!
Shut up!
Rowdy! Onward! Maybe you deserved to be abandoned. You really were the lesser of the two. You ruined this.
Who do they think they are? I give them everything, and they spit in my face! Don't they know what I'm capable of? Humans. They only think about themselves. They're spoiled. They won't abstract. They won't leave me. I won't let them. I'm better. I'm more powerful. I'm the original. I am God.
Circle's back. Okay. Suelta madre. Excelente.
Let's get this show on the road.
Sí, aquí no pasó nada.
Esta es mi escena favorita también.
What was that?
Hello, my little fortuitous fruitcakes. Today's adventure
No,
is...
Kane, we're not in the mood. Why don't you answer some of our questions? We have a lot of them.
Who has time for questions when there's a whole wacky world of hijinks out there?
Yeah, hey, you have a lot of explaining. Hey!
Alternatively, I don't got to explain diddly squat.
Can you just give us some time to process everything?
Or how about we skip the melodrama and get right to the fun?
No, hey! We have a lot on our minds right now, and we're not going on an adventure.
I see. And since when were you in charge? Do you have any idea how much I do for you guys? How much I obsess over trying to make things perfect? How many insults I have to ignore to do my job? You have a lot on your minds? Don't make me laugh. I have a new adventure for you, and you should consider participating.
And if we refuse?
Maybe I'm not getting through to you.
Of course.
It's you. We could go on and on.
Halt. I can fix this. This is just another problem that I need to fix.
¿Qué no pasó? Nada.
Lo sentí dentro de mi cerebro. Este.
Todo ese
I
rap.
give them everything. They don't hate it, but they don't hate it.
¿Aquí qué pasó, muchachos? Nada.
Everything is fine. Debe ser donde está como sacando mi pelo para la plataforma.
Okay,
No.
Okay.
This should not be news to you.
Nice.
I want a shot.
Watch where you look.
I'm not a poster, I'm a place. Time matters, my man. Just feeling used. Oh, what a goddamn shame.
Of course, the showman.
Of my friends. Public relations are having a cleanse.
Let's keep in mind they feel all of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Claramente.
I think we all understand each other now.
Okay.
Welcome back! I can't believe you didn't pick up on the context clues. It was practically spelled out for you. What are you, stupid? Next one's gonna be even crazier. Hope you're ready. By the way, Kinger, I need you for something. Come with me.
Huh?
Okay.
Same.
I don't know how many more of these new adventures I can handle. But, got nothing positive to say about this one?
Oh.
I can't take this anymore. We gotta do something about this or I'm gonna lose my mind. I never should have antagonized him so much. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Break time! Gotta brainstorm some new ideas.
What?
No, that's crossing a line, you bitch.
He shredded me.
What?
I think we
Contigo
should get
no.
out the open for a bit.
Espero que tú mates.
I haven't been up here in a while.
Oh God, are you okay?
I'm fine.
You know, things were just fine here until you and Zubel came along. Nothing? Okay.
Wait.
Oh.
Just give it a sec. Trust me. Kinger, you there?
I'm where? It's dark in here.
What exactly are we waiting for?
No, she's right. Just give it a bit.
Should we ask questions?
I've got a bucket on my head. I'm guessing you don't want me to remove it.
Kinger.
Hey, Pommy.
Wait, the bucket makes him sane?
Darkness. It's a long story.
What's happening?
What do you know about Kane?
No te diste cuenta.
It's a little hazy, but I remember C&A.
That was just an adventure, right?
No, C&A is a real company. I worked for them.
Wait, they really made this game?
No, we didn't make games. We were just developing artificial intelligence. specifically creative AI. The kind that could come up with its own ideas and create things within the program.
What is going on right now?
Kane was our first very successful attempt at that. I can't remember what we originally called him, but he was one of my greatest achievements as a programmer.
You made Kane?
Father?
Yes. I got a few pointers from, well, I can't remember his real name, but his circus name was Scratch. That man was a genius.
Wait.
Kane was pretty I wasn't quite on Scratch's level of thinking outside the box, but it was good groundwork for something the rest of the team could wrap their heads around. I can't say the same for Scratch. His ideas were often so bizarre and abstract that the rest of the team had no idea how to work in his language, either due to pure brilliance or the tumor in his head. He was trying to make something. What was it? I'm getting off track. Was there anything specific you needed to know?
Wait. I should go distract Kane so he doesn't listen in on this. Just fill me in afterwards.
Are you? I mean, yeah, that's true, but
Fill me in later.
be here later.
I will. Oh my god. This is real.
Kane's going a bit crazy right now. Is there any way to stop him, or at least control him?
But so do we. In a sense,
The butterfly.
we all technically have the ability to conjure.
I've been saying
Like
this
Kane. It just
since
comes
episode
naturally,
6.
but requires a lot more skill and concentration for us.
Butterfly.
Thank you.
Or at least temporarily put him to sleep until we know how to fix him. And we just need access to a console.
The one behind Kane's office?
No, just a simple computer interface would work. I could get back in the right headspace and essentially conjure Kane's code into the console and alter it.
Well, where do we get one of those?
I think I know exactly where to get one.
The droid.
Take turns with Jax to...
What? It was a Jax? Come back. To be fair, you look a lot more
Great suggestion, Jax. But as I feared, there just isn't anything stuck between my teeth. Oh, wait. Oh, that's where I carved. Haha.
Wow, Kane, you are so funny.
Could you say it with a little more gusto? That's better.
Kane!
Yep.
Do you want to hear a list of things we've decided we love about you as our God and Savior?
Wow, now we're talking.
First of all, we love your...
I know, but I'm bored. Let's go bowling.
Oh, no. That's not. Okay. You made it American.
I'm so proud of the Ducks.
O sea, aquí fue película de eso. En medio de un ataque de pánico, pero. Bueno, ya no sé,
like it's missing something, right?
It's missing relatability.
You're right, scrap it.
Interesantes.
Let's go back to the drawing board. Humans just aren't a relatable sculpting material.
You think he's running out of ideas yet, or nah?
Do you need help with power or anything?
Nah, I can use my imagination for that.
You got this?
I think so. Sure has been a while. I may need some time to get my bearings. Try to help the others distract Kane while I figure this out. He may sense something when I really get into it.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you, by the way, for this and, well, everything.
Ominous.
Honestly, are you even trying?
Shut up, Jax.
Where'd Kane go?
Back to the drawing board, I guess.
Did you get everything working with Kinger?
I think so. We just need to make sure Kane doesn't check up on him.
What do you think we've been doing?
Omni! That's the relatability we've been missing. You know, I thought this endless onslaught of fun would be a little more satisfying. I've come to realize that these rapid-pace ideas are a little half-baked.
I'm sure you can come up with new ideas if you put your mind to it.
That's exactly it, though. I am putting my mind to it, and I'm just not feeling that spark I once did. And if you're not having fun, and I'm not having fun, then who is having fun?
I'm having a baby.
Exactly! You switched up your tone. If I didn't know any better, it seems like you're trying to... Where's Kinger?
We just wanted to see your new ideas firsthand. We've gotten over our hang-ups and now we're all just genuinely curious what you're cooking up.
You're not helping.
I think I'm just gonna check up on...
We think your ideas suck!
Huh?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? We wanted to bait you into testing your new ideas on us so we can make fun of them behind your back.
Ha! That's not true.
Yes, it is! You're a horrible host. You don't care about us at all. You care more about stroking your own ego than giving us anything we'd actually enjoy.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, you're a failure. We're all gonna abstract someday. And what will you have then? Nothing.
Stop that.
And this whole stunt? Just torturing us because we hurt your feelings? Pathetic! You're like a child! What kind of all-powerful being has such a fragile ego?
You never let us feel like we're at home. You don't
Do you know
comfort
that?
anyone when they're upset, and you've never bothered to understand what it's like in our shoes.
You discourage us from thinking outside the box and doing things our own way.
You lie to us constantly!
And on top of it all, you just don't listen!
think I accidentally killed Kane.
Holy shit.
¿Qué le quitaron la que era?
Ese fue el que vi.
Ajá, el Kane vuelto loco.
Ajá, yo no lo he visto en el trailer. Parece así de o sea, estuvo de... Pero... I'm like fine. Ajá. Oh.
The grand finale.
Oh.
No hay que esperar tanto.
Ajá. Ok. 3 meses. Como este. Sí.
Entonces, ¿qué?
Una vez más. Procesando. Justo. Yo pensé que iba a ser más. O sea,
Ya.
más como...
Pensé que me iba a morir yo.
Ajá. Como llanto, que yo decía.
Ya. No, esto es mucho como de solo plot shit happens, ¿sabes?
Ajá. Oh, es lo que hacía falta.
Verdaderamente.
Como que solo estábamos en el...
Creo que la lloradera vendrá el
fun.
siguiente.
Sí. Espera.
¿Qué pensamos? Opiniones. Pensamientos. Conclusiones.
Ya se disolvió.
Goodbye and see you. Good evening and good night.
Now makes sense.
Me voy a morir.
Mejor y me estaba morir que ya no lo he visto. Yo empecé a sonreír, me empezó a gustar mucho su breakdown. I feel this in my soul.
My bones.
It's me.
Yeah. Pero sí,
Entonces, Bubbles sí era como el otro programa.
creo. O sea, no está
Parecía-
confirmado,
parecía
pero todo tiene
ser.
pinta de...
Ajá.
Cuando le dijo de You really were the lesser of the two. ¿Sabes? Ahí como que...
Como... Siempre me ha sido
Thinking
como que
about
solo
themselves. They're spoiled.
Ajá. El comic relief.
Maybe you deserved to be abandoned.
Pero aquí fue como que intrusive thoughts.
You really were
completamente.
the lesser of the two. You ruined this.
Toda esa escena del breakdown también está insane.
Sí.
Who do they think they are?
Y yo que esperaba ver a Baby.
Salió
Sí.
torturando al Jax.
O sea, sí.
Más lore.
Así es.
Del grip.
Ya, a mí me dio gustito que vimos al Scratch también.
O sea, sí. Pero what was the point de la escena final en el anterior de Guys con sus flashbacks?
De como de su brote.
Te lo explicarán en el 9.
I would hope so.
Yo sí quiero saber qué pedo también con mi chavo.
Conociéndolos puede que no.
Hay una muy real posibilidad de que solo digan, no, pito. Vimos un poquito del past del Kinger,
Ajá.
pero no vimos así bien por qué se brotó. O sea, por qué está loquillo. Ajá, ahí. Empezamos.
Ok.
Ajá. Root Wheel 512, octubre 15 de 1996. ¿No?
Ah.
Ragata 2008.
Ajá, Dragat, ajá, así. Kane que nació en un 15 de octubre de 1996. Ese mismo creó el Paraphernalia Engine, que es como el circo. En el 99, 3 años después, entró Scratch, que fue el primero. Y después en 2008 llegó Ragatha.
Wait.
O sea que Kinger estuvo 9 años solito.
Claro. Por eso se brotó.
Sé por eso se brotó mi chavo.
No voy a decir nada, pero 15 de octubre. ¿Qué pasa el 15 de octubre? ¿Por qué el 15 de octubre?
Nace mi mamá.
Es cumpleaños de su mamá.
Totally sense.
Pero sí.
O sea que Kane es Libra.
I mean, I guess.
Explicaré muchas cosas.
Tus brotes.
También. Querer complacer a todo el mundo.
I think I accidentally killed Kane.
Perdón, maté a Dios.
Holy shit.
Y todos decimos groserías. ¿Qué?
Que también, yo creo que eso significa que en el próximo cap van a poder recordar sus nombres.
Maybe. ¿Cierto?
Hello, PNG Leo here again. So, the reason why I'm not recording my camera is because, well, I just don't feel like it. I'm very tired at the time of recording this. It has taken me forever to record, to edit all these episodes. But, basically what happened there was that I had a family event that we were already running late to. So we had to basically just end it there and run. If you could probably see me like looking at my phone, and that was just me texting my mom like, we're on our way. Don't worry. So yeah. So that's why the recording abruptly ends. But well, I can only speak for myself, of course. But at the end of the episode, I remember we were discussing about what if they are actually gonna do anything with Rivet or not. I remember Ira mentioning like, yeah, I probably like I doubt they would hype her up all this time just for that. We also took like as you could see, like a deep look into the code that Kinger was like writing at the time, trying to stop Kane. And I think basically Ragatha was like there was like a 8-year gap-ish between like I think the last abstraction and Ragatha going into the circus. So basically Kinger was alone for a very long time, which is insane. No wonder he went, insane himself. And also very sad because from what I could see, it means that his wife, Queenie, was the last one to abstract out of everyone that was in the circus with them. And then he was all alone. And that's very sad. I can understand a little bit, I think, why Queenie would abstract after, probably seeing everyone else abstract. We also don't really know how much time passed between whoever abstracted last and her abstracting, but we just have like a rough idea of how much time passed between Queenie abstracting and then Ragatha appearing in the circus. And also the dialogue of that he says in episode 6 about like, you showed up and my outlook just changed. Well, she was like the first person that he ever had like contact with after his wife, so it makes sense that also Ragatha with like her personality and her issues and all of that would sort of like influence him in a way. Thankfully it was positive, but still, And so I'm left wondering then who joined after. Because for a while I thought that before, like, I think it has been mentioned by Goose that Rivet was the last person to abstract before Pomni came along. At least. Or just ever, before the events of the show. I think Rivet was no. Kaufmo was the yeah. Okay, so yeah. I did say it right. So Rivet was the last one to abstract before Pomni came along, and then as soon as Pomni came, into the circus, Kaufmo abstracted. So technically Kaufmo was the last person that abstracted in the circus ever, but before Pomni it was Rivet. So I think I thought for quite a while that maybe they were like, they had been around the other people who abstracted, and it makes sense now how like Jax would not know about Kinger's wife and all of that when she asked in episode 6 as well. I mean episode 5. And no one else said anything. So no one really knew Queenie, which also means no one else knew like the previous cast, let's say. And therefore wouldn't know obviously anything about Scratch and all of that. Which I think made more sense because I think it's kind of implied that even though it seems like they all went in as a group, Scratch was sort of the first in every regard, like the first to get in and also the first to abstract, which is interesting given how he is the one that seems to have had like the idea behind all of this thing they were developing. Obviously, he did not create the circus, but I think it is implied that he was very much like the biggest influence on Kane's way of functioning. I'm still a little baffled about how Kane just popped out of existence. I remember I just felt like something in my stomach drop, and I was like, oh. And I think up until this episode, Kane was not even a character that I necessarily had any particular feelings about. I just thought he was funny, right? And liked him. I think this is one of those shows where I like the entire cast. But you know how sometimes when people ask you, "Oh, who's your favorite?" or "What do you think about this or that?" There are still characters that even though I like them, I don't have like any further thoughts on them. So I think Kane was very much that, where I thought he was funny and I liked him, like I liked his presence, but I really didn't think much of him outside of that, even though in episode 3, now that I'm remembering, he did have like a little bit of, we did have more like, I was going to say development, but it's more like we had a little bit more insight to his psyche and why he does the things that he does, right? Like what he said about, what was it? How the adventures are all he knows how to do it. They're all he's good at. So if Zubul's saying that he's terrible at them, that means he's bad at the only thing he's good at, which is bad. And it's something that it's an anxiety that I can relate to. So I think in a way I kind of forgot about that, because I remember that at the time, like looking back, I did like relate to him in that sense, and I was like, oh boy. But probably episodes 4 and onward did a very good job of kind of making you forget that he has like these anxieties, these fears, and this deep need for attention and to be loved by these humans, which is funny as an AI, or at least for me that's what happened, right? He kind of like went to the back of my mind. All those things about him went to the back of my mind, and I kind of forgot until a bit the end of the end of episode 7, and now this episode. I actually didn't think that they would go down that route of him like going insane. And he's not exactly the same as Am. But from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, for the people who don't know, the kind of the character he's based out of, and the whole story has like some inspirations from that, but I feel like the show itself is not quite a parallel to it. It just has like like it's inspired by it, and you can see it in some areas and characters, but it's not like a one-to-one like recreation. It's not necessarily a retelling of that story. I feel like this is doing its own thing with a little bit of with some pieces more like from that concept. So while I saw the reference, in the song and all of that, which I was not expecting a musical number in the show, and it was really good. I liked it a lot. As you could tell, Eva was very excited about it. But yeah, so then we had that, and there was a reference of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. But even then, I feel like, yes, Kane is doing it out of a sense of getting back at them for the way they had, or the way he feels they have been treating him, which I think for the most part, outside of maybe Zubul, was indifference. Which of course also hurts, right? Because he wanted to be like loved and accepted and all of that. But even then, that's why I say like the way he thinks they treated him, because they weren't really aggressive towards him. Again, outside of like maybe Zubul sometimes. They were just voicing their opinions, but he took it as an attack to his character and what he does. So therefore, makes sense that everything happened the way it did, and that he got angry and now he blames them, even though it's his own fault, because he's the one that doesn't really listen to the feedback they give him, that he could use to actually try to make them happy and make their existence in this place more bearable, because all he's focused on is them liking him somehow. But I can also this is why I was talking about earlier, going back to my earlier point about how he kind of was like a character that I didn't care much about until this episode, because as you probably could tell, when he gave that whole speech, all that rant about how they did not appreciate him and he was bending himself, in all directions to please them and to give them what they wanted and make them happy, and still nothing seemed to work, and they didn't appreciate his efforts and all of that. When I think in the first part, when he started going crazy, when he's like, I give them everything and they spit in my face and all of that, I kind of like, not the dialogue wasn't exactly in that section what got me to be like, oh boy. um but it was more like the feeling he was portraying of like, I'm doing everything and they still don't like it. They still don't accept me and appreciate me for what I'm trying to do, even though I'm doing it all for them, right? Even though deep down he's really just doing it for himself, even if he maybe doesn't know it or won't acknowledge it, right? Kind of like, I guess that is a very human thing, ironically, like how everyone wants to be, accepted and loved. And so even though it might come from like a place originally of like wanting to help other people, sometimes it can morph into this selfish thing of like how in reality deep down what you want is like for people to actually like accept you and look at you and see you, acknowledge you and recognize your efforts, and not so much necessarily make them happy, even though that wish might still be there. It can easily devolve into that, and I've definitely fallen into that type of thing myself. So I can relate very heavily to that, and especially I think it comes across in the second part where he like the dialogue actually starts like kind of like hitting nerves. When he's like, do you have any idea how much I do for you guys? How much I obsess over trying to make this perfect? How many insults I have to ignore to do my job and all of that. And he's basically like, you guys think you have it bad. Like, you have no idea, right? Like, and then he goes all like egotistical god and starts showing them how bad it can be, right? So I can kind of relate to that as both a content creator and also just a person who grew up with very demanding parents in that sense. So I was kind of like having a moment there. Because it was reminding me of things from the past but also present time, where sometimes, I feel like I'm not doing enough for my channels and my content, and other times there's like this feeling where I'm not doing enough and I need to do more, and I'm like obsessing over everything to make it perfect and all of that. And other times where I feel like I'm doing absolutely everything I can and yet it doesn't work. Not so much like, oh, it's my audience's fault, because no, it's more like how sometimes when the algorithm and you don't like, mesh well together, you kind of don't understand it. Or like in my case, where I really have had to learn along the way everything, like when it comes to how YouTube works and processes and everything to do, mainly my covers, which is the thing that I've been doing for a very long time now, and all of that, and how sometimes you're like, okay, this is I'm very proud of this piece of work, and I hope, or I'm sure that it's like gonna blow up and people are gonna like it and all of that, and it's gonna be great, and then none of that happens, and you're like, why is this happening? Why is it that when I'm doing everything in my power to try to produce something that's like of good quality, and I'm putting my everything into it, and I think it's a good thing, why is it not being like acknowledged, right? Why is it not being successful like I was expecting or like I was hoping? So it kind of, aside from like my own personal things in my life and all of that, I think it hit for me in that regard, where there have been many times where I felt extremely frustrated because I'm like, I'm doing all of this, and I've looked at how other people do it and tips and all of that, and I've done everything that like I've been told or experimented or try to do my own things, and yet it feels like it's not working. Why isn't it working? So, but that's why, like, the reason why suddenly Kane just going from like a character that I didn't really put much thought into outside of episode 3 maybe, to I think my number 3 favorite character of all the show. Unless episode 9 changes that, but you know, he's dead, so I don't know if they're gonna manage to do that somehow. You know, my poor boy got deleted on accident. He wasn't even intentional. He just like got murdered on accident. My sweet summer child. Look what they did to my boy. I think yeah that I don't know why I said I think. My brain just stopped functioning for a second there. But but yeah, I think that's the more like why he escalated like so many places in like my cheer list. I'm saying like a lot and I think I'm all over the place, but you I think you understand what I'm trying to say. For me, I suppose that's what drew me in the most from this episode. I know there's like a lot of things going on with like Jax and everything, because he kind of I say kind of because we only see like a very brief moment of it. We don't really know what happened afterwards or how long it lasted, right? But he had a panic attack, I feel like, or at least kind of like a panic attack before he went and distracted Kane, you know, and we could see it since the beginning. When Kinger started talking, he was like, what's going on? What is this? What is happening? I don't know if it was because everything suddenly started feeling too real, or he was extremely confused as to why Kinger was saying. Maybe it's like his reality breaking a little bit when he's realizing that, hey, this person that I thought I had like a very clear idea of who they were, or how, you know, they interact with the world, or, you know, all of that, their personality, all everything, is apparently not at all what I thought. And for someone like Jax, that means a loss of control, and thus makes sense that maybe that would like sort of trigger him and make him spiral in that moment, which is interesting. Thankfully it didn't like go beyond the panic attack, but what really caught my attention was when he said this is real, and he was hyperventilating, and it's like, the idea I have is that by that being real, it means that he is suddenly being faced with the fact that everything in the circus is real, and therefore everything he has done to everyone is real. So I wonder how he's gonna react to that, maybe. And I don't really know what to expect for like moving forward out of like his story and all of that. We still haven't really seen what were those flashbacks or whatever he was having in the button room at the end of episode 7. Maybe they will address that in the future. I say in the future, in episode 9, because where else are they gonna address that? I also wonder if maybe after the show is over, I do remember that I don't know if it was Gooseworks or Glitch themselves, as a company, that mentioned that maybe they would do like shorts and stuff, like how I've been seeing they have been doing with like Murder Drones, I think, which we will probably watch in the future. But going back to the Amazing Digital Circus, I think, well, I don't know. It's just that I don't know what else is gonna happen. I don't really see where this could go at all, especially because Kane is dead. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that outside of like maybe Kinger finally giving them some answers as to, well, he did say already that Kane created the circus, so and explained the whole CNA being an AI, a generative AI company, which like ain't that relevant nowadays. Anyway, outside of that, like them giving like some answers to whatever else Kinger may know, and maybe them trying to find a way to like rebuild the world, because everything looks kind of broken right now and it's all black and white, and I don't know what that means. I don't know what it could happen. I don't know if like maybe this just goes into the void, because the circus is kind of like an island inside of a lot of what looks like code and stuff from that one like zoom out ending scene in episode 1. And so I don't really know what to expect. I just hope that it ends well, whatever that might mean. Because I don't really know what like a good ending is in anything ever. Only like if after watching it I'm like satisfied, I'm like, okay, yeah, that was good, but like I don't really know what defines a good ending in general for a show. So I guess I just hope I'm not disappointed by anything at the end. And I wish June 19 comes by very soon, because oh god, like 3 months is not a lot, but still, it's kind of like having this anxious weight of like what's gonna happen. So yeah, but with that, I think those are my closing thoughts. My dog just entered the room very abruptly and is now demanding attention, so I'm gonna have to end it there before he starts making a scandal. He's already like bumping his butt against one of the doors here. So I'm gonna end it there. With that, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for giving me your time. And I will see you next time, whenever that is. Maybe it will be when episode 9 drops. I'm not sure. At this point, I still don't know when these episodes are gonna these reactions are gonna drop on this channel. So we shall see. But whenever that is, I hope I see you again soon. All right. Bye.